Mm-hmm.
Diva and Flea, a Parisian tale, as told and shown by Mo Williams and Tony Doristelli.
Show him the picture.
Okay.
Hang on, show him that picture.
Diva and Flea then. This is Diva's story. For as long as she could remember, Diva lived at 11 Avenue, Le Play in Paris, France. 11 Avenue, Le Play was a grand old apartment with a small gated courtyard in the front. Many people lived in the building. Children, parents, old ladies, even an artist or two. Like most grand old apartments in Paris, there was a garden who lived on the ground floor. It was her job to make sure that everything inside and outside was beautiful. Outside the building was neat, tidy, and safe. Diva was the gardine's dog, which meant that Diva was practically responsible for the whole of 11 Avenue Le Play, including the courtyard. It was a very big job for a small dog. Diva took her job seriously. Every day she would exit the grand front door, trot across the small courtyard, and stand at the building's front gate. From there she watched and guarded and gardened and watched. And if anything ever happened, no matter how big or small, Diva would yelp and run away. Diva was very good at her job. This is Flea's story. For as long as he could remember, Flea also lived in Paris, France, but at no fixed address. Flea lived wherever he was, which was usually somewhere different from where it had been the day before. Flea did not even have a fixed name. Some people called him Puss or Midnight or Richard, but he didn't care too much about what people called him. He liked the name Flea. He thought it was a funny name because he was a large cat and a flea is a small animal. Also, he may or may not have had fleas. Flea did have a fixed occupation, however. He was a flaneur. A flaneur is someone or some cat who wanders the streets and bridges and alleys of the city just to see what there is to see. The great flaneur has seen everything, but still looks for more because there's always more to discover. Flea was a really great flaneur. 2. The courtyard. One afternoon, Flea was having a particularly good time flaneuring. The day was barely half over, and he had already discovered a staircase that led deep under the streets of Paris. There, giant rooms on wheels would suddenly appear and release large groups of people. So thought Flea. That's where people come from. Later, Flea found himself sitting in the sun watching people who were also sitting in the sun watching even more people sitting in the sun. Everyone except for Flea was drinking tiny cups of something called coffee. This is pretty much what people do in Paris, France. Then, inside Flea's favorite shop, he saw a woman drop a giant piece of salami smack onto the floor. Flea pounced and smashed the salami before the man with the broom could even chase him out, an event that was both unusual and delicious. And if that weren't enough, that very day, Flea happened to wander past the courtyard at 11 Avenue Le Play, where he saw Diva for the first time. As soon as Flea saw the small dog, he was captivated. As soon as Diva saw the large cat, she yelped and ran away. Flea laughed because it was kind of funny. He had never seen many funny things in his life, but he had never seen such a small dog yelp with such a loud voice. After that, Flea would make sure that most afternoons he just happened to flaneur right by the courtyard of 11 Avenue Le Play. It was fun watching the small dog yelp and run away. This went on for many days. Flea would flaneur by. The small dog would yelp and run away. Flea would laugh. It was almost too good to be true. Then one day, Diva didn't yelp or run. Instead, she looked right at Flea's big face and said, "Are you trying to hurt my feelings?" Flea had never thought about it like that.
Okay, stop there.
Okay.
Thanks, Sophia.
Bye.